Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. And this is Van. What part is it? 111? You think? Maybe. It's nighttime, and apparently we already talked to everybody here. Okay. Well, guess we're moving on. Been a few days since the last video. I know, hard to believe.
Let's do this.
But, you know, the NPCs rest for no man. They used to sell up on the surface until about 2 years ago. That was when those guys moved in and started dealing themselves. Armada, I mean. And man, they're ruthless. I couldn't tell you how many of my routes they snatched up in those short years. I could swear they were after my head at one point. I went underground after that, and I don't regret that decision one bit. Blacklight's a good place to be. We had the boss watching out for us. A can't come slithering in like they usually do. It's safe here, you know. Who's the boss?
What will it be?
What if I want some extra earrings, huh? Huh?
I'll be seeing you.
I think maybe my luck's starting to look up. Not seeing those feisty fight-picking gangsters around here anymore, for one. And then just today, I bagged a real VIP client. So proud of myself. I love getting a big shot. Maybe I'll take the rest of the day off and treat myself at Gabriella's to celebrate the good times, you know? I deserve it. I mean, in theory, shouldn't the big shot pay the same as the medium shot, you know? Do you have like a value-added tax on your cert? That really wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like you charge a higher percentage of their income. You put them in a different tax bracket. That's, I mean, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but that's rich discrimination. And you know what? It's a little based, Had some business to negotiate with an old friend today, and mercy, she really likes to play hardball with me. Thankfully, my face is protected. Thought raising her daughter and moving to Crossville might have softened her up a little, but nope. That daughter of hers, wouldn't you know it, she's in the arms dealing business too, and darn tootin' she's good at it. How's Serby? Tell me, how is he? Tell me! Word is she has her own airship now. She really does take after her mother. Might have a real firecracker on my hands when she grows up. It's been a hot minute since I checked this place. They got a really nice lineup today. Like this greatsword here. What do you think of it, Lahad? It's pretty nice, yeah? Got this Black Alley blacksmith vibe to it. I like it. I couldn't lift that. That's too heavy for my arms. I don't know how you do it. I can't stand these kinds of places. Ah, don't be such a spoil sport, Craig. Embrace is responsible for all citizens, no? Including the ones in the gutters. You know, that's why Regina thinks you're a loser. You're always so high-strung. Wait, she thinks I'm a what now? Oh, you didn't know? She's always talking about it. For the love of Adios, take the hint, you dense blockhead. Okay, how about this? You two hold a competition for yourselves. The winner gets to take Regina on a dinner date. Sounds good to me. She'll probably make me pay, though, and the bracer said that my payment's on hold due to clerical issues. Have you guys experienced that? I'm not gonna lose either way. My pride's on the line. What's left of it. You were alarmingly quick to agree there. Wait, why would I have dinner with her? I have a girlfriend. This is just... whatever. Fine. You're on. I'm not gonna lose. I swear my honor is a B rank bracer. Imagine not being a B rank bracer, man. They hand that shit out like candy. Hello there. You know, I always had a feeling you frequented this place because I was right after all. Let's just stay in our own lanes here, alright? I'll look the other way if you do. Not even trying to play it cool this time. Fine by me. I ain't got nothing to do with you anyway. Man, how does Clyde function with a head that dense? Hopefully once I get the guy to come to his senses, he and Regina... Oh wait, he only gets to invite her to dinner if I lose, and if I lose then I look bad, and if I look bad... Okay, this is kind of a problem. What do? Should I just win and let him figure it out on his own? Man, must suck being that dude's wingman. He's really fussing over it. I mean, he does have the impossible job of losing a duel to Clyde. Those two never change, do they? It's like they've been like that ever since they were rookies. The more things change, the more they stay the same. They're capable bracers now, but their old habits are hard to kick. Maybe that falls on me as their mentor. I've got room to improve myself, I reckon. I do need you to do a good job of reining it on. Ewan?
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
You got new shit, brother? Brother? Oh, you got a Lux shooter, a pulse gun tuned by Catcher himself. Sturdy dagger employed by the Republican Army.
We await your next visit.
Got that deal done in the end, but I'm telling you, make for one scary duo. What happened to throw your old friend a bone? Chivalry is dead, I tell you. You guys had bubbles like you were gonna say something? Boss is gonna yell at me, bro. Totally not Tublier. Hey there, come and have some fun. Just don't get too yeah, okay. Fucking get some new dialogue, lady. Has it really been a whole year since Crossbow broke off from Erebonia? How time flies when you get to my age. Had a number of brushes with the old CPD back when I lived there. They'll throw you in jail for just about anything over there. I didn't even do anything wrong this one time and they still cuffed me. Are you supposed to be the scam lady? If they think they got the last laugh, oh, they got another thing coming. One of these days they'll pay the piper. Crossbow's starting to get a little big for its britches now it's independent. They got consulates and everything now. But if cops in the SSS think they've heard the last laugh, oh, they got another thing coming. Okay, that's kind of... I didn't pick up on that earlier, as you probably guessed. I know, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of a random old lady from a game I played 4 years ago. I know, kill me. Or like 3 years? I guess actually it's probably close to 4 years. Well, actually, because she shows up in 0, right? When did we play 0? Trying to just make the most disgusting noise into the mic. Sorry about that. But I'm thinking real hard. We played Sky 1 in 2018. We started Sky 2 in like December 2018. It would have been like late 2019, maybe early 2020. Nah, because I feel like I started it pre-COVID, so I think it would have been like late 2019 when we played 0. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it wrapped on into early 2020. Hadn't considered this as a way to restore cranial nerve functions. Interesting, very interesting. So, you know, almost at least 4 years. Thank you, Ren. That helped clear up the part of your thesis I had trouble parsing. Yeah, okay. Oh, Ren's so smart. Hey, you guys know Ren's smart? Don't mention it. Just know that it's all still theory. It's up to you and your field to determine how practical it actually is. I want to flick you in the forehead. I'm definitely excited to see how my ideas pan out in the real world at any rate. I'll be keeping a very close eye on those tests. By all means, I'm excited to put your theory to work. Do I even want to ask what harebrained screams are up to? And what's a kid like you doing to Henry at this hour, huh? Ah, if isn't Edith's one and only Spriggan. Are there any other Spriggans? Does anywhere have a Spriggan? Good evening, Dan. Why so concerned? I have proper permission to leave the campus tonight. Everything is above board, I assure you. That's not what I meant, and you know it. I don't really know what you meant. I mean... I'm more surprised to see the doctor here, and she lives here, than I am to see Rin. You're still publishing papers, huh? Man, you're a real workaholic. You were doing that 5 years ago when you first met. You're the infamous Mile Chaton? What? Are you? The mysterious researcher who puts out papers at the speed of light? Medicine, economics, engineering, even literature and music theory. A polymath through and through. Okay, for a second. What? Because I felt like I was referring to Van for a second, and I was like, what? But I'm guessing you're talking about Rin, but don't you already know who she is? So... I feel like it's kind of awkwardly phrased if it's referring to Rin, but whatever. Work's been very well regarded at various conferences. He even managed to obtain your doctorate while remaining anonymous. Wow, you do know oh, you mean her 3 doctorates that she got when she was 9 because she's so cool and special? Normally I would deflect such scrutiny under my identity, but it seems as though the jig is up. Doesn't she already know who you are? Isn't that why you're meeting? My output isn't what it once was. I used to be a little haphazard in my youth, dabbling in anything and everything that came to mind. Now I'm so busy with the student council and my other commitments, I don't have the energy to publish as often as I used to. These days I put out a paper, every 6 months or so. Because, you know, publishing only 2 papers a year at 16 is bog standard. I think it's a healthy pace to maintain. Youth doesn't last forever. Wouldn't do to drown in your teenage years and work. What do you mean a healthy pace? Most teenagers don't even write like a fucking book review essay thing. Write 2 of those when they're 16. You know what I mean. Like, you know, just a bullshit high school paper. You probably only write 2 of those a year. So Anya's tells me you're on something of a company retreat next week. I must say, it sounds like fun. Perhaps I'll stow away inside someone's truck and come along for the ride. I mean, they did kind of, like, destroy me by not making you a playable character, but, you know, one of these days. Might still be pretty short, but not as much as we were when we first met. Don't think you'll fit in anybody's suitcases anymore. But honestly, you don't have to go through all that trouble. You're looking to tag along if you like. You get big time for your help at Basel. I got room for one more. You're in if you want it. That's sweet of you to offer. And last, I have plenty of obligations keeping me busy next week, so I'll have to pass. That said, I hope you and your lovely assistants all get some very well done rest. Anya's especially. Nope. We're gonna put her to work. She's a real busy bee between your work and the student council. Make sure you treat her well, alright? Nope. Of course, I get it. I ain't the best influence, but I ain't a slave driver. I can say and take her own advice, too. The girl never stops, so she has her friends and family to help with that, I guess. Thinking about it, we have known each other for quite some time, haven't we? I met our intrepid reporter friend around the same time, too. Sorry, should I not be dredging all this back up? Yeah, I'd appreciate it if I'm being real with you. Those were rough times, I heard her put it lightly. She was walking through Gehenna.
Alrighty.
I've made plenty today at work, so tonight I figured I'd treat myself to a well-earned break. I've known Rin here since our kitty days. We got to know each other online. Never thought I'd get to meet her in person all these years later. So young and that's grown so much. Didn't take her long to start marching to the blacklight beat, but I suppose with a resume like hers, she can adapt to just about anything. I figured she'd know about her society ties. Man, what doesn't this woman know? I mean, who doesn't know that at this point? I feel like that's in the damn textbooks. Like, grade children learn about the secret society Ouroboros. You know? Ain't nobody knows exactly how long Blacklight's been around. You leave the people on the streets, they'll tell you it goes back some 500 years. More likely just popped up and people were drifting around the city here after the revolution. Shit was real chaotic back then. The only one who knows for sure is probably the boss, and the boss ain't somebody to show up down here often, so who can say for certain? Boss is the only one who keeps things clean down here. Ain't a soul alive who don't benefit somehow. Don't see the boss so that often myself, but you can always count on him to come through when you need him. It's kind of interesting they never mentioned the boss before, but
they're all specially made.
which makes me think
Always be careful when
that
and how
it's
much
somebody
you use.
that's has only just now been introduced, but we don't know them. So I'm gonna say it's the old guy. I'm gonna say it's Bike Dude. I'm gonna say he's the boss. I see my shot and I'm calling it. What the fuck is this? So random ass. I mean, I get that's supposed to be like their home, but I don't know. Something about the bed being so like perfect is strange. Alright, 500 more reps today. Let's do it. Yeah! I used to be a famous boxer back on the surface, but then the drugs came a-calling. I fell about as low as I could fall. But you know what? Something? Life ain't so bad here. This place is riding a ship, and you can do whatever you want down here, and I love it. Hell, you can leave guys half dead, nobody cares. But, I mean, you shouldn't, because that's kind of rude. I don't think you should do that, personally.
What'll it be? Come again.
No, I like it. Nope. Well, this is unusual. What's the occasion? You popped in here for pleasure or business for a change? No, I'm good. That's kind of a cringe place if you ask me. Just figure it's a good idea to keep tabs on the place every now and then. Never know when you might have something useful. Been noticing some fays I didn't see during the day. Looks like you guys are having some interesting visitors around here too. You mean her and those so-called superheroes? You bet they're interesting. I've heard my fair share about them from the grapevine. I don't mind them. We can use a little excitement. Distract from how lonely things get down here. You know, lonely hits different coming from you. I get it though. Kinda gotta be a lone wolf to hack it down here. Who are the superheroes? When the sun goes down, all the boys come out to play. That's when business really picks up. What do you say, handsome? Any chance I can convince you to drop by this evening? Absolutely not. Are you crazy?
Ooh, you look dangerous.
Nope.
I'd better see you again.
Hey, you there, girly! Hey, you can't say that's my thing. Get over here and help me bring in some foot traffic. Good to see you again tonight. Whatever you do down here, just watch out for caps. Getting tangled up with the cooks is a rookie mistake. You know I'm about to bag us a big spender.
Hey, gorgeous. Why don't you...
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't really know much about what goes outside my ditzy little bubble. Shut up. But I'm not worried. This area always has a way of bouncing back from trouble. You probably have 4 PhDs, okay? Don't give me that shit. That's what I love about it. And don't you worry, baby. And no matter how low you go, you always have a place here with me and everyone else. Unless you're poor, then fuck off. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. I know what that's like. I'd rather swim than sink. That's for damn sure. That's rude. You should show some mercy. I think showing mercy is good. I know, it's another controversial opinion of mine. It's one of my greatest hits, along with murder is bad and you shouldn't sexualize children. I know, super controversial things that you'll find on this channel. Come on, get him! Not like that, you dumbass! Hook him! Right, right! Thought I recognize that head of hair. Good fight, huh? You're pretty riled up there. Good fight is right. Got a grudge match going on. The one I was yelling at, he just barely lost this other guy the last time. He lost me some money, but I'll get it back this time. I got a hunch. Now, come on, why don't you throw some mirror in too? It's the real hype shit. Didn't take long to really end, huh? Punk's gonna punk, I guess. Come on, but just one payday advance, man. I got buddies who are into this just as into all this as me. We like to bet on who wins. Once you get on the fun, Chief, once you start, you won't be able to stop. No shot. I think we're forgetting someone. I guess we're against the doctor lady, but we already talked to her.
Strange.
Yeah. Oh, and book lady.
Hey, mister. How about some
I've loved books for as long as I remember. Nowadays, the only things that can mend my broken heart. Oh, like this book here, it talks about all the gruesome ways they used to execute people in the Middle Ages. Every page is just dripping with so much love. It's irresistible. Oh, did I say it out loud? Hee hee. Why did I say hello to this chick? I ain't got a damn clue what she's on about.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Books are a perfect friend for the lonely underground lady. You should buy some too, Van. You'll love as much as I love you. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Oh.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah, they always bait me with the Tyrell district. Where they're like, oh, you got a whole district to explore, not. In light of everything going on, I unfortunately wasn't able to offer much assistance earlier in the day. Be that as it may, I'm happy to inform you that this week's new film is Climber's Story. It's a story of somebody who climbs.
Please proceed to the entrance.
It's a quasi-documentary based on real-world writings, offering a unique perspective and atmosphere you won't find in other films. We're also continuing our rerun of Wolves Rec Room as well. If you still have yet to see it, then by all means, please do so.
Why not buy a souvenir?
I'm glad the Climber's Story movie was narrated by an actual mountaineer, gave an authentic touch to that film, even if it remains dreck. I've heard that some movies filmed out in the real world have staged scenes in them. Makes you want to stage their execution. Didn't get that sense from this movie. It's a good reason my audience need to watch with a more discerning eye.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Gloria. Anybody upstairs? No? Fine.
We have merchandise for the shop.
This week, the film that we're premiering for our nighttime showing is Climber's Story. It's a documentary that recreates the events of a mountain climber's memoir. It was filmed on a real mountain and also features narration from the mountaineer who wrote the original story. Isn't that cool? Well, maybe. You know, it's one of those things where sometimes, like, having the narration done by either the principal figure or, like, you know, if it's like a book, having the author read the book, sometimes it's cool. But sometimes it's like, well, there's a reason they're the author and not a voice actor or narrator, you know? Sometimes you do maybe just want the trained professional who's used to it. Given that it takes place on a dangerous mountain, I wouldn't recommend trying to replicate any of the feats captured in the movie.
Hello.
So we established that there's different scenes, right? Even if we've already seen them. So we'll just start at the... We've seen Golden Blood Director Cut like 8 times.
For your visit today.
Right?
The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Because we know there's different scenes and you see them
If you have a ticket, please
at night and in the day. But this is definitely the second time Golden Blood's been at night. I don't know,
If you have merchandise,
we'll just skip the thing and see if the dialogue after is different. I just can't remember. Because I can't remember if it's different every single time you do it at night, or if it's just different between daytime and nighttime. I don't remember you. There's one of the Bracer Guild's rising stores. The stores? Fuck. God damn it, Fan, you blew it. There's one of the Bracer Guild's rising stars, and they got to see you here. You're gonna watch something all by yourself. Must be pretty used to life in Cal if you're taking in stuff like this in your free time. I guess you could say that. Been here about a month, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable now. Can't exactly go sightseeing around the country, so I figured at least take in some of the film culture while I'm here. Got plenty of time to kill at night unlike the daytime, so this is as good a way to spend it as any. Looks like you just caught all the spicy director's cut. What'd you go for that? Not that there's anything wrong with a woman seeing it. Why the fuck you gotta say it like that? I mean, if there was going to be any concern, it would be about her age, not her gender. And even then, the age is like, well, you know, she murdered people as a child. Well, you know, it's in the air whether or not Fee killed people. You know, probably not, but you never know. I mean, everyone's talked about it, and Judith's in it. I figure I'm going to see any version of it. Might as well make it the real deal. They don't leave a lot to the imagination. There are a lot of scenes where I didn't know where to keep my eyes. The spy bits are interesting too. Bracers get us some espionage sometimes if we don't use the kind of tactics Judith does. Figured sexy spycraft might only be a thing in the silver screen, but that's what makes all these kind of movies fun if you ask me. Anne's conversation in the theater continued for a brief period off-screen. You would have loved the conversation though if you saw it. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. Okay.
hello.
We'll do the ones that we've already seen. Wolf's Requiem ain't got no damn wolf in it. What the hell, man? Look who we have here. What? I just saw you in the... You stalking me, you little... Did you really be wandering around town at this hour? Don't you have responsibilities back on campus? Oh, whatever you're talking about. I'm out on business, really. Yeah? It's ready to patrol in the city? Guess there's no harm in it. They're only doing these reruns at night anyway. Well, after I took the Leon d'Or and Tharbad, I couldn't afford not to see it, could I? I get why it made such a stir now. Nina Finley's acting captured my attention the whole way through. Honestly, I thought it kind of sucked. No offense. I mean, she can be a great actor, and the movie can still suck. These can both be true. I mean, it's somewhat rare for you to be like, that movie was dog water, but like, ex-actor / actress absolutely killed it. And actually, like, win the, like, you know, win the highest award for it. It happens, for sure, but it is a little rare for the movie just to be complete dreck. Especially when she lied in the arms of the man she loved, smiling till her final breath. You could feel the purity behind her feelings. She's a bewitching actress. It's hard to believe how much feminine charm she can muster despite us being nearly the same age. Yeah, shut up. Don't... Why you gotta say that? It's even crazy to think about when you consider how subdued and wholesome she is in real life. He doesn't know. Makes you wonder what sort of facade she'll end up putting on next. I know I'll be first in line to see for myself. I mean, if she's such a great actress, you kind of have to... I mean, you can't be too surprised when it turns out she's got a dark passenger. Facade, that's a good choice of words. Her ability to so convincingly put on such different personas must be why she has a reputation for being a gifted actress. But that couldn't mean ... unless... At the same time, it makes it really hard to get a sense of who she really is when the cameras aren't rolling. Yeah, we know. It's almost like her identity is completely invisible looking at her from the outside. You're not the only one who thinks that. Nina herself is definitely worried about that exact same thing before. Also, I mean, come on. She's definitely shady. I met her a couple of times. At the very least, I don't get the vibe that she's a two-faced person or anything like that. Agree to disagree. I mean, she may not be evil per se, but there's definitely, I mean, she's not telling us everything. She's more important than just being an actress. That's not what you're really saying here, is it? No, it's precisely because she's not any one person deep down. She can so capably mold herself however she likes. In some ways, that makes her a pretty formidable person, whether she has herself necessarily wants to be that way or not. The only problem with her is that, you know, if you're a secret person, you basically either have to be evil or a Grail Knight. And she doesn't really have Grail Knight vibes, so presumably she's like, you know, one of the assassin people. I mean, not like, I'm not, you know, calling my shot per se on that, but if I was like forced to make a prediction on how Nina's gonna be special, is that she's like part of the, what do they call them, the garden? That would be like my guess right now. That's what makes her a pretty formidable person, whether she necessarily wants to be that way or not. Geniuses are all such fascinating people to analyze, wouldn't you agree? Nope. I think a ton of people would toss you in that exact same basket, you know? Don't give her the freaking compliment her ass was fishing for. Soon enough, however, the two sides parted ways in the lobby. Hey, they're selling commemorative brochures. What's the brochure say? How do I read it? Is it not on this screen? No, it's in the actual log, which is this button. I can't remember, do we ever look at this one? Latest film from the talented Leslie Lamb. There's a police officer on the trail through daybreak of a series of crimes committed by a gang he has old ties to when he encounters a young woman named Michelle. Their relationship continues even after the incident until the memory of a certain young man Ron once shot resurfaces. Or maybe it's a story about how the police shouldn't shoot people, or else your girl that you just met is gonna get murdered. Maybe the movie's based after all. I mean, maybe the dude deserved it. He was probably like a criminal or something, but you never know, man.
Hello.
Like a bad criminal, also. I imagine, you know, you shouldn't just get shot just because you're a criminal, you know, in a vacuum. This documentary is a dramatization of a memoir left behind by a mountain climber. The brutal intensity of mountaineering is laid bare against the ethereal beauty of Calvert's most famous peaks and valleys. Most impressive of which is the Tian Shan Mountains in the eastern region of the Republic. Nicholas, the author of the memoir, serves as the narrator as the team ascends the mountain using a route that was believed to be unscalable.
This isn't the first time I've gazed at the gaunt face of death. It awaits us all at the bottom of the abyss, yearning for our fall when a boulder bars our way. I've never seen a mountain rob the hope of the climbers challenging it. That is, not before today. It's been 10 days since we started our ascent, yet the summit is not even in sight. When you scale a mountain, death scales right behind you. Elman, Massif, and Gessner were among the greatest mountaineers in all the world. Yet even they were claimed by death while on the climb to the top.
Spoilers.
Man is utterly powerless before the mountain. The frailty of humanity is unmasked in the face of nature's raw majesty. So then, why does man climb the mountain?
Don't say it.
And to that I say,
Oh.
I do not know.
At least he didn't say the thing.
All I know is that the vast world beyond the summit has seized hold of my soul, and it will never let go.
Hey, it's my favorite customer. I'm not used to seeing you here of all places. What's the occasion? Nothing much. Just figured I had my eye on this movie since the 4 was sold out. I'm actually a bit of a mountain climber. Really. Is that why you decided to watch it too? No, I'm just a movie junkie who'll watch a little bit of everything. I tend to watch a lot of plot-driven stuff when I go to the movies, so I enjoy a good documentary every now and then too. I mean, a documentary has plot. Good for you. There's something to be said for seeing such harsh yet beautiful vistas up on the big screen. Watching that movie made me want to go check all those things out for myself one of these days. Nope. Pass. I don't actually get around to it though. Who knows? You know me. Always got my hands more than a little full with work. Well, I know. We both need the clients to put food on the table, but work sure has a way of piling them on. Does she need the clients to put food on the table? Feel bad hitting you up as much as I do. Must not make things any easier for you. Don't worry about me. It's always a pleasure hooking you up with what you need. You've never actually bought anything for me. So keep those orders coming. I'll get them to your door fast, and you can even hit send no matter what time of day. Well, maybe that's not true. I think we did buy something through there once. Fans' conversation in the theater continued for a brief period. Soon enough, the two sides parted. And then he purchased a brochure for Climber's Story. No offense, terrible name. I don't know what I would name the documentary about. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Part of me is like, it's kind of cool just being like so simple and direct. Another part of me is like, yeah, but it's kind of boring. A documentary that puts to film the memoirs of mountain climber Nicholas. After tackling several of the mountains, Nicholas becomes the first to forge a direct route up the Tian Shan mountain range, previously thought impregnable. What dangers did he face? How did he overcome them? How did he feel? Nicholas's own words bring his story to life.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Do you have a ticket,
Let's
Van?
do this.
Fatal Lance activates on the weapon line. That's all you need to know. Any other information is useless to you. I was chatting with the staff over at one of the dealerships. Apparently Leno's trying to fill the Z1 entry. Who'd have thunk? They haven't been competitive for years. How would you know? I'm not a big Leno guy myself, but more makes is never a bad thing, especially with factory support. As a car buff, I can't wait to see what they got. 4 wheels. A steering wheel that doesn't fly off. And then hearing less and less about Grimcat lately. Wonder what's up with her. Not that I'm complaining, honestly. I don't have pictures of her on my wall or nothing. Please don't look at my search history. I don't know what you Spriggans can do with your dark web powers, but please don't. I need this job. I think it'd be best for everyone to shoot us up and get gone. Her being this gentlewoman thief and all makes it awkward trying to arrest her because, you know, it's still like a crime, just a celebrated one. We can't look the other way when she robs some fat cat, especially the morality of it all, or despite the morality of it all. We've been getting a lot of reports about scams and shady deals. There's always a chance the mafia is behind those in the bigger picture. Folks gotta be careful who they trust nowadays. We need to get the word out that we can help. Unless they don't trust us. Fuck. Mixed messaging there. Drying up a crime ring's funding is a good way to starve them out. Just so you know, though, if I have to arrest a Spriggan poking his nose into those deals himself, I will. Are we clear, Mr. Arkwright? No, we're not clear. Poking our nose into illegal dealings is not illegal. in and of itself. I mean, maybe you could hit us with like we're interfering with an active investigation, some sort of obstruction of justice, but that's circumstantial. I mean, you know. We request that everyone report anything suspicious they see in town, fraudsters, swindlers, anything shady under the sun. Rub shoulders with those types, don't you, Spriggan? If you know anything, make sure to loop us in. You just threatened to arrest me. I'm not telling you shit. The officers have resources you don't. And if you don't want something done right, or if you want something done right, you come to us. A little bit of a Freudian slip there. We're good at our jobs. Lately, we get a lot of reports from teachers and parents of other older children. Yeah, okay, that's cool and all, but you still never told me what your relationship is to the friggin' Secret Service. They're telling me about these shady part-time jobs going around. It's a real problem. Kids get dragged into awful bad stuff without even knowing it. I guess I meant to say intelligence services. I wanted to say like secret police, but then I'm like, that's not really fair. Monsters, all of them. They need to round them all up and get them off the streets. Wait, who are monsters? Telling us about shady part-time jobs? I don't know if I'd call them monster. I mean, well, I guess it depends. Maybe. The word had gotten out that we got fished on some explicit websites. Heavens, our reputation would have been sunk! What do you mean, our? Wouldn't it just be yours? I can't thank you enough. We didn't do anything. You're actually worse off. You gave Van money for doing nothing. At the end of the day, you got told to go talk to the police. Which is the same situation you were in before we even interfered. Yet now you're like 5,000 mira poorer. Trust is paramount for our firm. It's not something you can simply buy. I'm swearing off those spaces. Now I just need to find some way to unwind after a long day's work. I mean, I don't think it would affect your company's reputation. It might affect your reputation. But, I mean, I don't really see the scenario where they're like, I was gonna have a contract with this company. I mean, I don't even know what you guys do. Maybe that also depends on it. Maybe if you're a security services, you know, something like that, then hearing that an employee, you know, was looking at illicit websites and got fished about it would maybe cause me to reconsider. But if like I need you to just make like a road or something, I don't really give a shit what your employees are looking at. I just can't do it. Try as I might, these towers' mysteries still leave me stumped. God, it's been 3 years and 67 days now by my count, and since I last had this severe case of artist block, what's gotten into me? Have you tried, like, at least painting something? Something far too great a cost to turn back now. I will conquer the tower with my trusty brush. If I could just catch the faintest glimpse, the slightest touch of the tower's true colors. I mean, it's kind of like white, gray-ish. I don't know. It's hard to tell with the lighting. As I'm looking at it wrong, maybe I'll know what the tower truly is if I know what it truly isn't. It's reversed, so to speak. If I can change my perception of the tower like that, then I very well may have a breakthrough on my hands. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, I'm rooting for you, girly. What the hell, man? How did Sasha walk over us like that? And then they just toss out the shit with Ronald like it's nothing? Never would have thought he'd throw in with the Mafia. The hell had come to this? Shit really got out of hand. I'm off to Brood. Ren and Sasha's are getting full of themselves. Pisses me off. But then Ronald went and took things too far. How do we even get here?
Let's see what we've got.
Don't think there's any good info here? Okay. It says you. I didn't choke, okay? I just let my guard down a little. This girl does have some hoops, I'll admit. She had to have been good for Simon to take notice. Next time we face off, won't go so smoothly for her, you'll see. Man, James got straight embarrassed there. I could hardly believe my eyes. He wasn't pissed about it. He looked relieved, actually. Like a weight came off his shoulders. I mean, he literally just said he's pissed. Guess he needed that. And actually, Sasha was thinking she thought had an itch afterwards. Maybe float her a challenge? I was about to squeeze out a win, but man, she was tough as ever. But Kirk tried to take her on too. He held his own, but he couldn't beat her. Probably looked past her because he's a girl, that dumb shit. He's been real full of himself lately. You know, it's good that he got knocked off his high horse like that. Better now than later. Now he's pulling all-nighters practicing. Really taking that beating to heart. I'll keep an eye on him, see how that goes. Who resideth down here? Oh. I thought it'd be easy whenever some party members give him the sumpter, and how wrong I was. And he has such a big heart to set me straight like that. It's strange, even the sweetest Quincy brand treats. The only treats for a true Calvardian. To eat anything else would be Erebonian, and to be Erebonian is to be scum. Quincy brand treats. Quincy treats taste salty when I eat it alone. Quincy brand spokesperson here. Quincy brand foods would never taste salty unless we wanted them to. There is no way that your mood could lessen the impact of an illustrious Quincy brand food product. Assembled in Calvert. Quincy brand products. They're the Quinciest. A little while ago, some kid named Eddie came to apologize to young Miss. Apparently he's involved in the whole mess. Can't exactly let him see her given, you know, everything. I just passed the message along. He did end up helping her patch things up with her father. So, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Jennifer's got a lot of initiative, but that's good in a president. I just wish she weren't so rash. She needs to think things through. Not that she's unwelcome in the party, not at all. Everyone brings their own skills and strengths to the table. Politics is all about connections, you see, and stringing them together to get what you want. History is full of fools, perhaps good men who tried to move the political world all by themselves. Seldom do they succeed. I do see that risk in Jennifer at times, but then she's still young. That ambition will help her. You can see plain as day how much she cares about every issue she tackles. Especially the tax cuts. Mainly the tax cuts. At the right time and the right place, she could be an effective player on the political stage. The Republican Party frequents this hotel for their meetings. Polanski's a familiar face here. That C who had just checked out, she's been coming here more often as of late. And she's far from the only one. A lot of those types hold meetings here with members of the Republican Party. Young Miss Brazelia returned home earlier than usual today. Don't you mean she went upstairs? I do sympathize. She and her father have a complicated relationship.
Do you need something? Please come again.
Okay, I want to try, let's see if we can try and finish up the areas. So we're going to save that story section for later.
Taking off now.
We'll try and do all the non-story stuff. Do those in the next video and our connections.
Well,
Another happening night in store.
Guess Sayla and Lula aren't giving up on making it as idols just yet. Are they defying the label's direct order? This isn't like you. She's changed a lot, actually. Wonder if it's Lula's doing. Hey dude, we're putting on a free show tonight. Opener's our own local up-and-comer Jess. He's really making a name for himself around here lately. Where it is, he's about to sign with a major label. It's getting hotter and hotter to get tickets to see him before they sell out. Practically a miracle that he's playing a free show. This might be your one shot to see him live. We've already seen him live. This might be your second shot to see him live.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
Or your last shot to see him for free. Maybe.
such a pretty song.
Damn it, Jess. You're really gonna make me cry. He's so damn cool. He's so cool. That damn Jess, he boomed me. I can already feel my heart breaking. I don't think I can take any more of this. That be someone likes just music. There's something about his songs that just cuts straight to the heart and sticks with you. Thought that might appeal to Selma given what she's been through lately, so I recommend she give him a lesson. I mean, it's a pretty nice little melody. I mean, I'm not a hater. I like it. This is that singer-songwriter everyone's on the buzz about. Whoa, his performance is so emotional. It's wonderful getting to hear music like this somewhere. I take it for granted on my everyday jogs. Goes to show what I'm missing out in this whole time, never slowing down to smell the roses. Body's finally opened up my eyes. There's so many things I'm clearly seeing for the first time. Wait, why are my cheeks wet? Listening to Keith sweat? It does have like super big vibes of like, oh, it's the town music that plays in the rural village at like the night cycle. Telling you, man, these Calvardians, they're pushing my buttons. Great, she's on enough fit. Gotta admit, her driving skills have come a long way. She could stand to learn how to behave, though. Bradley, come on! Knock that shit off. You ain't 5 years old, so behave yourself. Come on, Uncle. I just want to replace my engine. It's the only way I'm gonna get max performance out of my cable. Gotta speed, would you knock it off? Go on and annoy somebody else. I'll call for the mirror. I just need you to help me find the right engine. That's the problem. You haven't understand how hard it'll be to find something that'll even fit. No, I don't understand, actually. Baited. I got baited. You baited me. You win. Alright, you boomed me. Vicar, whatever. Yes, Rooney, there's a language unique to the Central East. I mean, there's probably like many languages unique to the Central East. I didn't expect you to learn it just to help tutor Arrow and Lolo. Your kindness knows no bounds, does it? You're so dependable. Really think so? Arrow says I'm just wishy-washy. Arrow's not one to mince words, is she? Anyway, I'll be more than happy to teach you. Feel free to come by for a lesson whenever you're free. Thank you so much, Mother. Kyra, whatever. Priest, Kyra, whatever her name is. I didn't just call you Mom, okay? It's not weird. Yeah, at least you could play it off cool. If the kids ever did call the teacher Mom. You'd be like, oh, I meant Mother, like in the religious sense, you know? I want to help tutor Arrow and Lolo. I'm brushing up on Central Eastern culture and language first, so I can do that. Okay, pop quiz. What's the name of the Central Eastern language? And you can't say Central Eastern. Central Easties. Asked Mother Kaya for help, and she said she'd be happy too. She's so nice. Is that... I feel like that might actually be the first recognition of there being multiple languages in universe. I mean, probably... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not, but I think that's the first time I can really actively remember them referencing the idea that language is a thing. That there might be multiple ofs. Because the only thing I can really think of was like, oh, that's in a different language, is like the encrypted stuff in like Sky 2. Everything else is just kind of taken for granted that everyone speaks the same language, which kind of makes sense, like lore-wise, since everything used to be kind of one culture, somewhat. I don't know. The Great Collapse is still kind of somewhat vague in the understanding of what it was supposed to be, like how connected the cultures were. Having a kid like Rooney around keeps things lively for all of us. Speaking of lively, Lashkar came by again with a girl from the village workshop. Let me stay at the Bracer Guild for the next couple of days, actually. You should pay them a visit. Maybe you could even say, ooh, it's like the first time we talk about language, game after they make the Tower of Babel. Mother Kyra hails from an impoverished town in the Central East. Life has got her to the cloth, despite everything that's happened to her. I imagine Heavenly Hands ensured she'd never go astray. Couldn't the Heavenly Hands have ensured the bad things didn't happen to her? And she just came up with the idea, hey, I want to be a priest? Perhaps that's why her dedication to the salvation of others is so unshakable. I believe that she is of a divine fate. There are tasks only she is able to accomplish. Okay, we just got a few people left, and then we'll wrap it up right about on time. Hey, good to see you. Me and the food stall owners are out for a drink today. There's a lot we got to talk about with the Revolution Festival right around the corner. Primo will take your order while I'm here. But will she, like, if I say, hey, I want this, she's not going to mess with it and be like, actually, you want, like, eel on your hot dog? Which, I don't know, might be good. I can't really say I've ever had eel. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I am for the most part. I mean, I'll try anything once. Well, maybe almost anything once. An eel? I mean, the idea of even like a raw, wriggly, slimy eel does not sound appeasing, but if you were to like fry that shit, it'd probably be pretty fine. Slash maybe even good. But granted, almost anything's good fried. I'm sure Prima can handle the stall on her own for a little while. What I'm not so sure about is whether she'll get experimental and start offering customers some new weirdo tacos. Okay, so I mean, it's a valid concern I had. Hey, the lass has passion and droves. She's an inspiration, that one.
You there. Have a close look.
Why is Shino's bar so popular? Probably because she has alcohol. Damn, her chick sense of style and pinpoint attention to detail. We might be able to compete if we extend our business hours to 9 p.m. Is it not 9 p.m.? That should increase sales by at least 10%. No, maybe even higher once the new menu rolls out, because it was like nighttime when we started and Van's watched a movie since then.
This here's the finest cuisine around.
Chocolate rice taco? Primo's taco invention? That may be the ultimate B-class dish? What the hell? What do you say fuck me for? Now, chocolate rice taco? I mean, it doesn't sound like it'd be bad. I just don't know, would it be as good as a taco with, you know, meat and or like just regular seafood in it? Because that's another thing you gotta consider when you're evaluating food.
Come again now.
Is not just if it would be good, but is it better than the alternatives that you could make? And I don't know. Set up shop in every district before, but I always come back to the good old Riverside, where dreams come true and friendly faces are aplenty. Plus, this is where all my regulars are. Riverside's where I set up shop for the first time, so it holds a special place in my heart.
Hello. Thank you.
Like, I don't know, would I rather have the chocolate rice taco or just some, like, banging salami? Probably just the salami. Like, that doesn't mean I got anything against the chocolate rice taco. I mean, like, it's probably fine. Maybe even good. But salami's salami, man. And on that note, we will end the video. Who's getting yeeted? Be gone, Elaine. I mean, you're technically the other two as well, but not if I get final say. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.